Hey. What's up, everyone? You are watching Make TV. We talk about self-dev and shit. So today, we are not talking about this. I actually need to erase that. Today, we're talking about respecting yourself and your time in business and saying no to opportunities. So let's just fix that. All right. Today on Meg TV, we're talking about saying no. No is a very powerful word, and I want to give a shout out to Raymond Spartz, who's basically sponsoring all these videos. This episode is brought to you by Raymond Spartz. Check out his Enlightened magazine. It's pretty dope, and I love the layout and all of that stuff. And I actually wrote a piece on there about something. I forget. We still have some leftover Beaujolais. No, it was not a week ago. Yes, I'm recording these in batches. So, Raymond, you're talking about, how am I going to respect myself and my time in situations in business? Sometimes people ask too much of you. Sometimes you just need to say no to opportunities. Dude, I dig it. I dig exactly what you're saying. Let me see. 4 weeks ago, as I take a swig, it's still good. 4 weeks ago, we had 2 interviews lined up. One with Jill and Josh from Screw the 9 to 5, and another one with a very well-known party planner, does celebrity stuff, and she wanted to be interviewed on the show, and we had to say no to them. Because during that time, Kevin and I were going through a very hardcore shaking of our relationship, and it was really brought on by me, but we were really questioning even the validity of getting the lab, how long that was really going to last, our relationship. I was questioning whether or not our relationship was going anywhere, marriage, and there was just so much shit going down. We were kind of stuck, and we were going through a lot of crises at that time. And so at that time, Get in the Lab was foreseen as this very successful podcast, being on Huffington Post, featured on Huffington Post and entrepreneur.com and all of this stuff, and building buzz for our podcast and all of that stuff. But underneath it all, we were very confused. And we did not have a plan laid out, and we were not systemizing things that we are now doing at this very second. And we had to say no to those interviews. And for sure, those interviews would have led to more exposure, who knows, more opportunity, a closer relationship with Jill and Josh, who I had met previously during my solo show doing Love and Entrepreneurship. And man, it really sucked to tell them no, but I had to stick to my guns and say, you know what, we're not in the right place. We're not in the right place to interview or to be interviewed. And I would feel very, very hypocritical if I were to go through with it, because we need to calm the fuck down and slow down our jets and fix what's underneath, right? So we did that. We canceled it until further notice, and I emailed those people and I said, you know what, we're going through a tough time right now. I didn't even tell them, I didn't lie or anything like that. I told them, hey, we're having some relationship problems. We are not in the right place right now, and I'm sorry, but we got to cancel on you last minute. That's what went down. And I had to say no to opportunities like that. That is one situation to where I was really it kind of really broke my heart, but at the same time, it needed to happen, to preserve and respect myself, right? Respect myself, respect my time, and Kevin's time, and their time as well. So sometimes, yeah, that happens. And again, you're asking so many insightful, awesome questions, Raymond, that it's going to blow me away. You're just so young to be asking these questions. And so, when you reach my age, I would probably be coming to you for a lot of advice as well. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that, I think, as long as you're on the up and up and you're honest with people. They may have been disappointed that they didn't get on the show or they didn't get their interview. but that's what it is. And I'm not about to sell out for the extra exposure or the extra whatever, to sacrifice what's really, the meat of the foundation of our business and our relationship. All right. So I think a lot of times it's very easy in any situation where you're trying to reach for the top, right? Trying to be a success and trying to be successful. There are going to be easy ways to get there. And you're going to have to be straight up with yourself and honest with yourself to be like, is this how I want to get there? And am I going to ignore these very important things to me to get there? So yeah, you know what? There is always going to be opportunities for you as long as you have that attitude and that mentality. Like, there are so many opportunities for me. Having that mentality of abundance. When you start thinking limitedly, like this is my shot, this is the last thing, and you know what? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe sometimes that may be the case, but if it's you get this one shot and you have to sacrifice these other things that are like really, truly the true meaning of life, which to me, the true meaning of life and the reason why we are here is to build relationships and to have happy relationships, and that way you have a happy life. If it gets in the way of that, there's really no point. There's really no point to that. And if it gets in the way of making you a sellout, and it makes you only focus on the dollar or the opportunity, that it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So that's what I'll think about that little thing. I hope I was able to share some insight and maybe some new perspective on that situation, Raymond. And thank you so much for sending that in. And you guys can send me little things, suggestions, just like that, and I'll make a video for you, just like this. And maybe when the sun comes out, I won't have this blinding external light in my eyes. Yeah, it's raining over here in California. Finally. It never rains here. What the heck? But you know what? We needed it. Anyway. Couple things, updates. I don't want to forget, because I forgot last time. Club Smash Apparel is up and running, and I'm very proud to be using this new printer called Print Aura. And so this is one of the latest designs. You can see here it says get in the lab. I designed all of these myself, and it's just kind of a lab theme kind of t-shirt. This color is cranberry, and all of my shirts, all of the designs are now on American Apparel. That was kind of important to me because it's important to where, I can be proud of the quality and where these products come from. And the whites are a lot cleaner, a lot brighter. So that was kind of my biggest hang up with printing with TeePublic and Spreadshirts. They weren't very clean. As well as when you order a shirt, they come in these little plastic sleeves, a little like garment care thing. And then they come in a package like this, and with an easy to open tab thingy. And this was important because I think even companies like Threadless, they don't do this for you. So you have to cut it. And I accidentally cut one of Kevin's t-shirts. So he was kind of mad, and I was like, oh, sorry, B. So, yeah, it's nice. And it comes with also it comes with my branding on the packaging. So I'm all about, that kind of stuff, customization. And yeah, so this is a size small. I'm size small. And if you have weird uneven boobs like I do, then it's all good too. Okay, so yeah, you can find all that in the description. I'll link it up. And anyways, thanks so much for taking some time to watch some Meg TV today. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy my jam, subscribe to the channel. I put shit out hopefully every Wednesday and Friday, including the hit podcast, Get in the Lab. And yeah, thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.